Good evening, Mr. Victor.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you today?
I am fine.
Fine, awesome.
Como
That's
é,
good.
como é que fala graças a Deus mesmo que eu já esqueci?
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. That's good. What about the weather? Are you
Oh my
enjoying this
God.
weather?
I'm not liking it because I am a person who doesn't like the extreme hot and summer, but the also doesn't like the this weather that you can't move, that your fingers are freezing, and that's terrible. I hate to open the door and see that the weather is raining and it's cold. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know, but I think that today it was the coolest day of the year, probably.
I think so.
Around over here. Where do you live exactly?
Itaboraí,
Itaboraí. Okay, so it's
it's
near.
near.
Yeah, but here in Santa Cruz, we had 15 degrees. 15 degrees
Mhm.
during the night. So for me, it's like snowing, you know?
In the morning, it wasn't that that freezing,
Uh-huh.
but after after lunch, I I literally start freezing because it's too cold.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's terrible. And probably this year because of something about El Nino.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know exactly. But we are expecting extremes, weather extremes this year. Uh, Extremes in temperature, extremes in wind, and extremes in rainfall. So we better prepare ourselves, you know? Yeah.
oh
So,
my God.
yeah. So tell me, how is your week going? You've been busy on Monday.
Oh no,
Going on.
that week no, but I'm still studying for military, and in the start of the week I was a little bit noisy, não é noisy, não tava barulhento não. A little bit sad
Okay.
because
Sad. Why?
uh what something that's happened in the church with a girl,
Oh, okay.
and the she said
She's
things
sad.
that I said. She said things that I didn't like, but in her mind, I said to her something that she doesn't like. But I'm speaking a little bit. Women are strange because I'm certain that if I go to have a conversation with her, she's gonna tell me that nothing's happening. But she's clearly uh, upset with me,
Okay, yeah,
and that's
yeah. Women are uh they are, you know, different. Their brains are a little bit different, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you have is she your girlfriend or something like this?
She's my friend, and but we talk a lot, and uh, that things is happening. The pastor, a time ago, thought we, me and her, was engaged.
We were
Were engaged, but no, we're only friends, and
engaged,
that and the, como é que é namorando, velho?
dating.
Dating,
Yeah.
yeah.
You are too young
And
for to I don't think you can get engaged because you are
I
too
can
young,
get
right?
even dating because I'm studying for IME. I don't have time for a girl.
I don't have time for that. Yes, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a very good that's a very good idea to focus on your career and things like that. Because okay, having a partner gives you a lot of emotional stability. Yeah, for example, when I got married, I was still in college, for example. Yeah. And getting married
college é faculdade ou é escola?
é faculdade. I was still in
Ah,
college.
tá.
Yeah, college is like faculdade. College, it's different from university. Yeah. I'm sorry. Usually, universities have graduate programs, pós-graduação. Yeah, graduate programs. So, when I got married, I was still in college, and that gave me a lot of emotional stability. Yeah, and that gave me a lot of I don't know, maybe clarity, focus. Yeah, so having a partner gives you that, you know, but but it's expensive, very expensive, and it requires a lot of time, you know.
Yeah.
So you need a lots of time to to interact and etc. You know, so uh, pros and cons. Yeah, I have a friend who is a scientist, and he's Christian, and he got married too during college, and he told me that he had the same experience. You know, he was a little bit lost and a little bit confused. Uh, and when he got married, first he got engaged, etc. But when he finally got married, that gave him a lot of support and stability. You know, I think uh, that's the word. And when you have a kid, that gives you superpowers. You know, when you have a kid, that gives you superpowers. You have energy and strength and resilience, and you can do anything. You know, when you are single, uh, we are a little bit lazy and we are not resilient. You know, uh,
Clear.
yeah, we are fragile. You know, but when you have a kid, you become like a Superman or something like that, you know. Really, really. Okay, so uh I'm having a very difficult week because my wife is having some health issues and
Better.
there
I don't know.
sorry,
Is she better? Better.
not really. And we are still trying to find the to get a diagnostic. So it's been a rough week and the car is not good. So a lot of and it's cold, it's raining. So
But
a lot
what
of problems.
are what's what is her ache? Ache?
Yes,
What is
something
her
like
ache?
yes, something about I don't know, the uh the kidneys or the kidney
Yeah.
hint kidneys.
Ah,
Something about her kidneys or maybe something about her spine. We don't know exactly, but she is in pain, taking strong meds, and we going to doctors to see what is the possible solutions.
I'll pray for her.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's gonna be helpful. Yeah, but okay, today again, I I was expecting swelling for us to play a game to because today is our last session, right? This is our final session, and it would be
I'm gonna miss a lot
oh, me too,
our
really.
sessions.
I me too. And but okay, we can try i- to do the game to play this game without her, but that's okay. I think that's gonna be nice. Okay, I have two games. Okay, one of them you already know is the agree or disagree game. Yeah, and the other one is to guess the word. Okay.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, so I will have some let me find where I put it. Um I think it's here. Okay. Yeah, and then the guess the word we will have to adapt, okay? Because this game goes like this. I send you a word and you have to talk about it to give hints, dicas, okay, about the word, and the other person must guess the word. Yeah. But now you
Okay.
will have to think about something and try to, I will have to guess, and then we can uh, do the opposite. Okay. But
Okay.
that's going to be our second game. It's a very good game for practicing conversation and remembering the the vocabulary. Okay, so okay, the first sentence for and then you tell me if you agree or disagree and why. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so English is easier than people think. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I
Why?
agree. I use it to strongly disagree because the English that I know it was basically only grammar, and you can't speak only grammar. then when we start the sessions,
Uh-huh.
uh, I start to see that English is more practice than grammar, and
Yes, right.
you can speak in English without uh, thinking on grammar, like you speak Portuguese, and it just leaves off your mouth, and you don't even think of it.
That's it. That's exactly it. And if you think about, for example, uh the I don't know if we say the traditional communities like African tribes and Brazilian Indians
Os povos
communities.
originários.
Yes. So, for example, these communities, these ethnical groups, they have their language. They are all fluent in their languages, but many of them don't even have a written system, right? So their language is only spoken. They don't have grammar, you know. So how is that possible, right? How's that possible?
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't have word, they don't have letters, they don't write, they don't have grammar books. How's that possible? So
I think that
yeah,
today it's gonna be very difficult in the nation like in a country like Brazil, because Brazil is a continental country,
uh-huh.
and you basically must have a grammar book.
Yeah, I am not against grammar. I love grammar. I think grammar is beautiful and very useful. But that's not how our brains learn to talk, you know? So you can master English grammar and still don't speak the language. Yeah, I know people who know a lot about English grammar, and they cannot have a conversation in English, right? So it's unbelievable. So, well, okay. The next sentence is speaking English is more important than grammar. But I think you
Oh,
already answered, right?
I don't need to answer.
Yes, you already answered this, right? Okay. Uh, Making mistakes is necessary to learn English. Agree or disagree?
Agree, because sometimes pain is the best school. Pain and mistakes are the best school, because I think like sometimes you have to broken your face
Yes.
and have a reality view without your como é que seria olhos tapados assim,
Right.
ou
Closed
outra coisa do
eyes.
tipo, without closed eyes, and I think that's necessary.
Yes, I think so. Yes. There is I think I told you this, but there is a psychologist. I think she's an American psychologist. Is Dr. Franklin something. I always forget her first name, but she talks about the learning space. Do you remember? I think I've mentioned this. Yeah, the learning space is the space between who you are and who you want to become. Yeah. So, for example, if you want to learn something new, you still don't know that thing, right? Because you want to learn. Okay. And then you enter the learning space and you try and fail, try and fail, try and fail. What is the only possible feeling when you try and fail uh, all the time?
Very sad, to be very sad.
Yeah, so she talks about it. The only emotion that you're gonna have uh, in the learning space is frustration. Yeah, so there is no other emotion because once you learn, you are out of the learning space, and now you're happy. So happiness only come when you leave the learning space. During the learning space, you better be ready for a lot of frustration, only frustration. Yeah, okay. Next, AI will make people lazy. AI will make people lazy. I gave a training course today on AI for researchers. Today, I gave a training course for researchers about the use of AI. So, do you agree or disagree? AI will make people lazy.
In part, I agree because it we already talked about it because sometimes it's it helps you a lot with things and you gain a lot of time and is very useful and it can solve basically any problems, but more and more than you use it, you, in my mind, you lose that little human instinct that you have to use in some situations to under pressure. For example, uh, when you don't know what to do, you not all time you have an AI to ask. So in that part, I think that people are gonna be lazy because they're gonna be a lot too much dependent.
Dependent, yes.
That's it.
That yes, I totally agree. And that is actually the goal of the main AI CEOs. Yeah. So Sam Altman and the other CEOs of the main AIs, uh, they say they talk about it openly. There are interviews of them talking about it, that they want to make intelligence a commodity. So they want to their goal is, they talk about it like this: first we solve the problem of AI, and AI will solve all of our problems. That's their dream. So once you have a powerful enough artificial intelligence, it will solve all our problems. The- what do you think about this idea?
I think that It's a scary idea because it reminds me of Matrix. That on machines, that's but in the case, it's not even the machines, it's the humans who always is finding is searching for a way to get more and more money, and now they gonna gain money on to you use your brain. They gonna sell your brain to you.
That's it.
That's
That's crazy, right? Yeah. Have
crazy.
you watched The Exterminator?
A future.
Have you watched The Exterminator,
Exterminador do Futuro.
the movies? Yeah.
I didn't watch yet, but I know the story.
I didn't watch or I haven't watched. And why? Which one is more appropriate and why?
Eu não tinha assistido. I haven't.
No, no,
Não,
that's
não tenho assistido.
no, no, the
Eu não tenho.
difference. Uh, we use the simple past when uh, the action is completed in the past and
Verdade.
we have no
E eu
no
usei o Yeti, né? É verdade. Era
yeah,
pra ter usado o outro, porque eu usei o
no, no, no.
Yeti.
Let's imagine that you died, okay, you are dead. You can no longer watch The Exterminator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
can
I didn't watch.
I didn't watch because and now it's impossible for me to watch because I'm dead. But I'm still alive. So I can I didn't yesterday, but I can maybe today or tomorrow. So if this action is somehow connected to the present, you can use the I have the present perfect. Yeah, I haven't watched yet, but I can watch today or tomorrow. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can say I didn't watch last year. Okay, because
I
last
can.
year is closed. You
Can
can
I say? Can I say I didn't watch in my entire life?
no, because your entire life is still happening, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, I didn't watch when I was a kid, or I didn't watch when I didn't watch when it was on the cinema, on the movies, the theater, for example. Yeah. So this is
Okay.
because those events are closed in the past, are finished.
You can't fix it.
Yes, you can't go back to being a kid anymore. So, oh, I didn't watch when I was a kid. Okay, but now you can watch. Okay, so I haven't watched yet. Yeah. Okay, very nice. So, um, in the Exterminator universe, there is an artificial intelligence called Skynet. Yeah, and that's the idea of Skynet, the all powerful program that can solve all our problems. But then the program notices that the problem is the humans. Are the humans. They are the problem. So in order to solve the problem, she wants to kill everybody. So that's the Skynet. Yeah. Okay. So let's see another sentence. Okay. Brazilian food is better than American food.
Strongly agree.
Why?
But because Brazilians have the fame to improve every food that enters in our country, but sometimes it's exceed the limits.
Okay.
So you have foods like sushi of salsicha, salsicha,
Yes, yes, that's it.
sausage,
Sausage.
sausage. So, but in
Hot
general,
dog, right?
think thinking in not on extremes, even in the American food, Brazilian food are better.
I agree. Okay. Um, eles têm a fama. I think it's more natural to say they are famous for blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. So Brazilians are famous for their music. Brazilians are famous for their uh, soccer. Okay, for example.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Let's see. Um, older generations were stronger than younger generations. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree. I
Really?
agree.
Why?
Today you have to be. I think that's because it's. I don't have any accusation with psychology. But today you have a lot of psychologists.
Nope.
And today
The P is silent. Psychologist, psychology,
psychologists you
psychological,
have
etc.
you have a lot of psychologists, and today people start to uh, care too much about their minds and stop it being uh, focused,
Okay.
and people is too fragile today, and you can't say anything, you can uh, talk to other people with basically chamar atenção. Como é que fala chamar atenção?
Draw attention. To draw attention.
You cannot
Draw
draw
is like
attention.
arrastar, to puxar, to draw attention.
You cannot draw attention, and that they gonna be sad. So I think the older generations lived on a world that my generation, for example, didn't live,
Uh-huh.
because the world changed a lot. And I told you about psychology, and that's true. In the past, people were their own psychologists, and that made a strong generation that uh, made strong people.
I think so. I think so. Uh, I think that uh, people people lost the uh, people lost the sense of community, and when we don't have when we don't have a community to belong to, and when we don't have older generations to pass on their knowledge to the younger generation, uh we are lost in the world, it's like Adam and Eve, you know like that. And I think this is one of the complexes that psychology describes, the complex of Adam in paradise. you know it's like it's something like You are the first one to have this kind of problems. You are the first one facing these kind of struggles, but you're not, right? Like everybody else before you had to face the same problems. But you don't have the older generation to tell you that. Oh, my son or my grandkid or whatever, that's how you solve this problem. So people feel lost, and it's very difficult on the younger
People
generation.
today are, I think that today people are more cold with
Uh-huh.
others, and people are more egoistic,
Selfish.
egoists, selfish.
Selfish.
People,
Selfish.
people
There is another word,
selfish.
egotistical.
É, isso vai ter que escrever aqui, que aí você me quebrou.
Egotistical and selfish. Uh these are real words in English. Let me write for you. Selfish, egotistical, egoistic. I think it egoistic. Dyslexia. Egoistic. Something like this. But selfish is the
More
the
usual.
the most frequent, the most common word, you know, selfish. So people are selfish. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And uh, and then people try to find answers in psychology, but the psychologists are lost too. They don't have a community, they're trying to find their way too. And then it's something like reinventing the wheel, you know so the younger generation, they are always reinventing, recreating, reinventing the wheel, because we don't have any longer the communities, people in religious communities, they have something. They still have this, depending on the community, but
You know.
it's rare now in nowadays world. Okay. uh the best jobs in the future will need English. What do you think about it?
I agree because here in Brazil, I was talking to my chemistry teacher, and I was talking like really, it was a really productive
Projective, huh?
conversation, and we talk about my goal to work on Petrobras.
Okay.
And he said that even with the chemistry or chemical engineering college, you have to know English. And I thought, but that's in Brazil. Why? Why do you need to know English? But English opens a lot of doors.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Today, today it's already open doors. Imagining future.
imagine in the future, right? But do you think, do you agree with this idea, even with all the uh with all the AI tools and translation tools, etc.
I also believe because even the AI it's you is being used to spread American way of life because they are taking most of the good AIs like Grok and Claude to themselves. So you see that English it's very influence,
Okay, they have a strong influence.
strong influence.
I see, I see. Yes, yes, I think so. Uh, uh I have you wanna work for Petrobras? I have a friend. He was uh my student, and he is a researcher uh in Petrobras in the Sempish. Uh, I don't know if you know the Centro de Pesquisa. Petrobras has a research uh,
Sorry.
center here in Rio, near the Universidade Federal do Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, my teacher talked about it.
Yeah, so this student of mine, he works there, and well, maybe if you like, I can introduce you guys, in the future if you need. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I visited the research center once, and it's really impressive. It's really impressive. And they now have a new building. Now they expanded, and they have two buildings. It's a massive research center. It's really impressive, really impressive. Okay, next sentence. Brazil will be a better country in the future.
my God.
What do you think?
We have. Oh, I don't want to talk about politics.
Politics.
Uh, this year, I can answer this year um, in the end of the year.
Okay.
After all the elections,
Okay. After the elections, you will have a better idea.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think this election will bring us surprises because, well, I don't know. I don't think we have much of hope for this system. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh one final sentence. Okay. Let's see. Uh where is it? Okay. The most difficult part of English is confidence, not grammar. The most difficult part of English is confidence, not grammar. What do you think?
I agree because you, in your brain, in your mind, you you know that you have all the knowledge of English, but sometimes it just you just don't have that that confidence that makes you speak and basically speak like Portuguese, that you don't have to be thinking on what you're gonna say, and this gun ain't be uh, usual. is be robotic, and not that's not cool for a conversation. And when you have confidence, even under pressure, you can express what you're thinking with clearless, clearless,
Clearly, right?
clearly,
Yeah,
clearly.
clearly or with clarity.
Clearless é sem claridade, perdão, perdão.
Yeah, clearly or with clarity. Yes, I agree. And are you gonna do what are you gonna do to keep improving your English for the next months and years of your life?
I think that I believe or not, you say that English is practicing and confidence. So basically, speak with my mom, and that helps a lot. You can be confident, but all of this, you have to live some experiences that maybe the first contact with the natives of English, and I think that um, to keep improving, practice, re-watch the classes and our list that we do with the words, and
That's cool. That's
that's
cool.
it.
If I can suggest you something else, you can also do networking, right? So, uh, for example, if you already have this clarity about your career, you can already you can already get in touch with researchers, with, for example, unions, international unions, for example, because they love it. They love it. If they receive an email from a Brazilian teenager uh, telling them that you are really interested in, and that you are determined to become a chemist engineer, for example, and what suggestions and what advice they have for you, they're gonna love it. And then you can practice your English and you can know people who are already working in the field. Yeah, really, really. Uh, if I were on your shoes, I would do this. I would send emails and attend conferences, for example, online conferences, online webinars, online, etc., on chemistry for kids or something like that. I would do that. It would help you a lot, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, Mr. Victor, it has been a pleasure, really, to help you and guide you through this process. I will miss too these our sessions, but let's keep in touch, and hopefully in the near future we can maybe work together again, right?
Right.
Yeah, awesome. That's great. That's great. So, uh, don't be a stranger, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, do you know this expression? Don't be a stranger.
No.
Don't be a stranger is something like vê se não some, right? In Portuguese, you say, vê se não some. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Yeah, let's keep in touch, okay?
Antes de acabar, queria te
Uh-huh.
agradecer muito por todas as aulas, por todo o carinho que você teve lá com a gente no grupo, por tudo isso mesmo, né? 6 meses aí foram muito bons. Aprendi muito, não só sobre inglês também. Gosto muito das nossas conversas, de tudo. Queria agradecer mesmo. E
Obrigado,
vou sentir
obrigado.
falta também.
Que massa, que massa. Mas don't be a stranger, ok?
Ok.
Qualquer coisa, eu tô lá no Zap, tô lá no Insta, você já tem meu contato, de verdade, tá? Qualquer coisa, chama lá, beleza?
Beleza.
Massa. Tamo junto. See you soon, ok? Have a
Tchau,
great one.
pessoal.
Bye bye.
Beijo. Bye, bye.